Hey, it's Rick and Patty from the KORD Morning Show. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate it.
And, of course, you can always catch us anywhere and everywhere with our KORD mobile app. It's free for you in the App Store as well in Google Play.
Oh, Chevrolet 610, number one for New Country, 1027 KORD. Patty's in the house.
That's me, and I'm a mess.
Patty is in the house, no doubt about it. 65 degrees for you, clear skies. Is it still breezy?
It is breezy.
All right, when I came in, it was breezy this morning, so I just want to double check on that.
I'll say. Man, it must have been breezy. I was walking DJ this morning, and I'm at my favorite park, and the whole limb of a tree, like a branch fell off.
I saw that. I saw your photo, yeah.
I mean, I was like, what? Did we have a storm or something?
Well, overnight, it was
Like,
pretty
what the
breezy.
heck happened?
Pretty breezy overnight, wasn't it?
I don't know.
We're going to get the day started. Welcome to it post-Labor Day. I know it always feels like a Monday when you come back on a Tuesday, but we're back, and of course, we'll work on some Facebook fun, other people's problems, and Nashville news to get your day started. Grab a cup of coffee, dig in. Let's get your day started. Is it for you when you come back from a 3-day holiday?
Tough.
It's tough.
It's tough. I'm running behind.
I want to sleep in.
Like, I know.
Every time we do this, I'm like, I just want to call in sick and say, nah, I'm not coming in today. I'm just going to go back to bed.
And my husband has a nasty cold, and I'm catching it.
Oh, yeah. I think it's going around.
Yeah, I hear you sneezing, too.
Oh, yeah. It's
Something's
all
going around.
It's all going around. Let's get your day started. Grab a cup of coffee, dig in. Let's get going. You got Rick and Patty. Good morning, KORD.
Starting your day the right way with the KORD Morning Show. Number one for New Country. 1027 KORD. Have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto? Make sure you have our app, so when you connect your device, we can go everywhere together.
New Country, it's 1027 KORD. Got Ricky, got Patty. Good morning. Great to be with you. A little breezy for you. 65 degrees, clear skies. But I'm not saying clear skies. So I'm looking out there. I'm like, there's clouds hanging around.
Yeah, we got some clouds going on.
I was going to say.
We do.
Yeah, well, it says mostly clear. All right, fine.
Well, not yet. Maybe a little later today.
Exactly.
Maybe.
That's why they always say the weather guy's wrong. The weather guy's always wrong. Well, you only have to be right for that second. Just remember, when you're the weather person, you only have to be right for that second. All right, here you go. Facebook fun to get the day started.
Bring it.
Where were you born and where do you live now? So where were you born and where do you live now?
I was born in Minnesota, and I'm living here now.
Hey, that's right. So
Born in Inver Grove Heights.
Which is next to?
St. Paul.
Okay.
South St. Paul.
Okay.
So, yeah, little bit south.
Okay. And is that all part of the? Is that all part of
Twin
Minneapolis?
Cities Metro?
Is that all part of Minneapolis, right?
Yes, Minneapolis, St. Paul.
So St. Paul is the suburbs, the burbs.
Well,
it's the burbs.
It's Minneapolis, St. Paul. So
okay.
St. Paul is a. It's the Twin Cities.
Is it kind of like Twin Cities? Get it? So kind of like cut it because my wife
Tri-Cities.
Yeah, my wife's from Salem Kaiser, which means there's two towns, Salem and Kaiser, basically merged together.
Yep.
Same here. You got Tri-Cities, Richland, Pasco.
That's right.
All put together there. For me, I wish I was exotic as you, but I'm from a little town about 2 miles away, 2.5 hours away, Clarkston, Washington, right on the border of Idaho.
What's there?
Not much. The way I always describe it, people ask me, like, if I leave the state, they're like, oh, what, you're from Clarkston. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, well, what's next to it? I'm like, okay, so Moscow and Pullman are just up on the hill. So WSU and University of Idaho is right up there, the Vandals.
Well, I went to Walla Walla. I kept seeing signs for Clarkston.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, because that's Highway 12. It loops around eventually through Dayton and Pomeroy and all that. But, yeah, so for me, it's only a couple hours away. And the number one reason, I always tell people the number one reason, I do love the Tri-Cities, but my son still lives in Clarkston, so I like being near him. So even though I've had opportunities to move to Montana or California, but I like being within driving distance of my son So that's kind of why I kind of sort of stick around. And I'm a born Washingtonian, so I am from. Washington is my home state, so I do enjoy that. So we'll have you guys chime in. Here you go, Facebook fun. Where were you born and where do you live now? We want to know. We're curious, and like I said, she's from the Midwest. You're from the Midwest. Look at that, Midwest gal.
I don't like the snow.
You don't.
That's why I moved here. So,
I bet. Minneapolis. Yeah, absolutely.
Ton of snow.
Yeah,
and then I lived in Chicago for a few years, and I even I've lived in Duluth.
Yeah.
What was I thinking?
Snow.
What the?
All snow.
Nope.
All snow.
I've had enough.
Yeah, I did Montana in the dead of winter for 4 months and said nope. I'm packing up.
I know.
See y'all later.
I have cousins in Spokane. They're like, why don't you come this way? Yeah, no.
Not Spokane.
No, I don't think so.
It's probably it's the only.
I get enough here. I'm good.
It's the only major town in Washington I've never lived because what?
Because of the snow.
Because of the snow.
Yeah.
Not interested.
No, thank you.
All right, that's our Facebook fun chime in. You got Rick and Patty, KORD.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show, number 1 for New Country, 1027 KORD.
All-time favorite there from Kenny Chesney. I go back 636, number 1 for New Country. It's 1027 KORD. 65 degrees, cloudy skies, a little breezy for you. You got Rick, you got Patty. Time for some Nashville news.
Shania Twain celebrated her 59th birthday with one of the most iconic boy bands from the 90s. She brought Boys to Men on stage during a show late last week in Vegas. The legendary R&B group teamed up with Shania to sing her hit, You're Still the One. Then they also sang Boys to Men's track, I'll Make Love to You. Shania is currently on her Come On Over residency at the Backed Theater, wrapping up in mid-December. Meanwhile, Jelly Roll is teasing some major collaborations on the way. He posted a video from the studio announcing that he's recording some songs.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. People I've listened to my whole life.
Give me a second here.
Welcome to a Tuesday, back from vacation.
So yeah, now we're back doing some features for some friends. I wish I could tell y'all who they are, but it's big stuff. All I'm saying is that's all I'm saying. People I've listened to my whole life, literally my whole life. I'm doing songs with. Unreal.
That's all I'm saying.
He's pulling like a Post Malone,
that's
recording
right.
with people. Yeah, I know.
That's all I'm saying.
But he is very excited to do some collaborating. Nate Smith, meanwhile, preparing to drop his highly anticipated sophomore album, California Gold. That's coming October 4th, following a career milestone for the country music newcomer. He recently celebrated his third consecutive multi-week number 1 with Bulletproof. All right, John Party also now extending his Mr. Saturday Night Tour. This is his first official headlining world tour, adding over a dozen North American dates through October. This new leg will kick off September 5th in Baltimore with special guests, including Priscilla Block and Larry Fleet. Tickets are on sale this Friday. And finally, Mitchell Tenpenny also dropping a new album this month. The third will be released on September 20th. He launches his new headlining tour next week already. Woke Up in a Dream starts September 12th in Las Vegas. Tickets are on sale as we speak. Those are your trending headlines.
The Cord Morning Show with Rick and Patty. Back with more next on number 1 for New Country, 1027 KORD. It's easy and quick. Stop by our website or open our app for your chance to head back to school with a $500 Visa gift card. Look for Hall Pass Cash.
It's 1027 KORD. You got Rick, you got Patty. Always good to be with you. Happy Tuesday, 65 degrees, cloudy skies for you right now. Little breezy for you as well. I know coming off that 3-day holiday, welcome back. If you got to go on vacation out of town, welcome back. Just take us right alongside you anytime you want, right there on the KORD mobile app. Coming up here just a little bit, other people's problems got the dumbest situation ever. I think this came through the app chat yesterday, and it literally is the dumbest situation. But they want us to chime in, Patty.
Okay.
And we're going to chime in. It's all about who controls that airplane window. Oh, geez. We'll talk about that.
Oh, whether it's up or you want to look out or not?
Exactly. Yeah. It's pretty, you're like, really? We're going to fight about this? Yeah.
Are we?
We are. We're going to fight about it this morning. So you can go check it out right now. It's on the Facebook page, and we'll talk about it here in just about 10 minutes. Hey, before we get to all of that, anywhere, everywhere on your KORD mobile app, besides the $500 Visa gift card that's up there, back to school that you can win, I know that 100 pounds of drugs sounds like a lot of drugs in the back of the vehicle, right?
That is a lot of drugs, man. It pulled over in Oregon, man. And the cop knew. He's like,
well, yeah, because he was dragging his butt in as he's going down the road with 100 pounds of, drugs, right? Like, why are you sparking as you're going down the road, man?
It's not meth and I think it was meth and fentanyl.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, but that's a lot.
I know,
and it was coming from Vegas. Headed to Seattle, I believe.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, again, when you see these stories, and, they're like their tail lights out or something that makes them look mighty.
I can't even imagine.
Makes them look mighty suspicious. They're driving 10 miles under the speed limit. I mean, there's things that give these folks away all the time. You're like, this is sus. This is sus.
And then the drug sniffing dog
Oh,
immediately.
of course. Of course. He's all over it.
Totally.
He's all over it.
Totally.
Yeah, I love it when you think you're gonna get around the dog. You think the dog's,
Oh my God, they had to know it was all over.
Oh my gosh,
all over.
Absolutely.
Hey, speaking on a whole different note,
yeah,
AAA celebrating their anniversary or birthday or whatever. Do you know who their spokesperson is?
Who? I do?
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh my God, that's right. My buddy Mix-a-Lot.
I know.
That's right. Oh, I love that new commercial.
That's up there too. Yeah, and if you want to see the commercial, it's funny.
It is. He's so hilarious. So those articles and more, hey, they're already posted for you right there on the station mobile app.
You're listening to Rick and Patty in the morning on number one for New Country, 102.7 KORD.
New Country, it's 102.7 KORD. Got Ricky, got Patty. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to it. Kids are back to school. Everybody's back to work after Labor Day. Always great to be with you. 65 degrees, cloudy skies, and breezy for you right now. All right. This is probably the dumbest situation we've ever had come through the app chat. But you know what? Hey, we're here to help out if we can. What is going on with Tiffany and this airplane window here?
Rick and Patty, I flew home to visit my parents over the weekend. The plane was packed on the ride back yesterday. I was sitting in a middle seat when the person to my right closed the shade on the window. The person sitting to my left wanted to see the sky, so they reached over me and opened the shade. The two of them proceeded to argue over who's the boss of the window shade. The person sitting to my right said they were because they were closest to the window. The person sitting to my left said that's not the case. They tried to get me involved in the argument, but I refused to bite. A flight attendant finally ordered the shade to be halfway open and halfway closed. My fellow roommates continued arguing for the duration of the flight. I know this sounds silly, but who is the boss of the window shade when you're flying? Is it the person closest to the window? Should it be a vote between the three seated in the row? Settle this once and for all. Tiffany from Paso.
I don't know what necessarily the etiquette is, but for me, someone leaning over me is rude. You know what I'm saying? So I've always felt that it is the person closest to the window is going to control the window shade. No matter what. And I always try to get the window because I want to look out. That's my favorite seat is the window, And if I can't have the window, then I'll take the outside. Never the middle. I don't ever want to be in the middle. So to me, it's either window or on the outside. I'm not a fan of ever being in the middle. Now, if I'm sitting there and someone reaches over me from the middle, I don't know. Is that rude? To me, that's rude. Like, what are you doing? Stay in your spot, man. Stay in your spot.
Yeah, I'd be like, excuse me.
Yeah, I would be too.
I'm just looking at the first. Lori responded. She says, I'm on a plane right now on the aisle, and I hope he shuts the shade. I need sleep.
All right.
So I think it's the person who's closest to the window.
I guess you could, you know what? You could just ask, I guess, hey, can you open that up or not open that up? For me, but just
I wouldn't even ask.
But
I don't even do it.
But in this day and age, people are just rude. Some people are just
I know.
they're just rude. They're just gonna and I'm like, whoa. It's kind of like being in a buffet line. You're going down the buffet line. What's the etiquette in a buffet line? Reaching over? No. You know what I'm saying? No, if you're in a buffet line, and you want to get something way on the other side, go around to the other side and get it.
I like when people, especially at the Chinese buffet, when they bring out the crab legs, and everybody, it's like a mad dash. Leave some for the rest of us.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't even like them, but...
All right, so you're going to say...
It's the person to the window.
That's what I think, too.
I would have slapped the guy who... knocked, reached over. What are you doing?
The poor attendant has to come down and go, okay, guys, we're just going to keep it at half mast here. Whatever. Like, come on. And then you're telling me that the person who's way over didn't get any say in it, right? Didn't get any say in it because,
you don't get any say. The person in the front... Hey, who's ever seated next to the window, it's their deal.
It was funny.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong at all. I remember the last flight Megan and I took. We went to Vegas to see Pink. And each time, even with every flight, we had to take like 4 flights because there was layovers and stuff. I ended up getting the window. And I like the window seat. And she's like, are you ever going to share the window seat? Well, I'm like, well, I guess. You're my wife. If you really want to sit there, I'll sit where you're sitting.
But did you and her argue
No,
over?
She eventually let me just have the window seat, period. Because they
like it open?
I like it. It depends. If the sun's directly coming in, no. I know. If it's not, it just depends on where the sun's at in the day. But I do like it open. I do like it open for the most part. Yeah, if I'm flying, I like it open. I can see out, But if you're trying to take a nap, you want to shut it. You're going to want to shut it. So we're saying the person closest to the window. What do you guys think? And people are already chiming a ton of comments on Facebook. 547-KORD. App chat us. What would you do in this situation? We want to know. You got Rick and Patty.
We love to hear from you, and it's easier than ever to reach out. Just open up the Cord mobile app and send us an app chat message. Or you can contact us the old-fashioned way at 509-547-KORD. Number 1 for New Country, 1027 KORD.
Here you go. Crazy story for you today. There was keys, nail clippers, knife in a guy's stomach in upstate New York. So a story was just released. The New York Post says doctors in India were shocked after removing keys, nail clippers, and a knife from a young man's stomach. The man swallowed the objects. The operation was successful. His mother attributed the incident to his addiction to social media and excessive screen time. Is that kind of like the same thing as the stupid Tide Pod, challenge or whatever?
I'm not going to swallow a nail. What the heck?
I don't know
what is going on.
I don't know what's going on with people, man. These challenges that are online and people are just doing them and doing stupid things. The craziest thing that my sister swallowed when we were kids, she accidentally, and it was an accident, she was messing around and she had swallowed a silver dollar. That's pretty good.
Yeah, she's very lucky.
Yeah, she was lucky. Didn't get
caught in the windpipe.
No, but she got lucky. But she did have to go to the doctor because people were concerned about it, and I believe it came out and all that. But silver dollar. But she was messing around. You're a kid. I think she was in 5th grade or whatever, 4th, 5th grade, messing around and swallowed it by accident.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I remember my husband swallowed a nickel.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Just by accident?
I don't know. I never got the full story, but
I would hope it's by accident. I mean, I think the worst things I've swallowed gum. I guess gum.
I swallowed like a sour ball.
Oh,
I remember it very well. It was horrible because I choked. I mean, it got stuck in my, and I had to pat myself on the back. Hit myself on the back really hard to lodge it.
Wow, because it does.
Oh, my gosh.
Exactly like a jawbreaker or something like that.
Ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
I can't. Nope.
Scary, huh?
I'll never eat another one. Never.
It scares you. So we're going to take some calls. 547-KORD. What's the most unusual thing you or someone else swallowed? So we got Jeff down for the nickel. We got you down for the
sour ball.
Sour ball
candy.
Got in there.
Nope.
Got my sister down for the silver dollar, which is pretty good size there. So unusual things you or someone has swallowed. Now, from the dog's point of view, he has swallowed.
Oh my gosh.
I am surprised Bodie has not had to end up at the vet because it's been trees.
Does he like eating socks?
Socks. We go out to the yard and out would be pooped out would be socks. Yep.
DJ puts everything in his mouth.
I know.
Everything.
Dogs. I am shocked. I mean, Bodie went through a sock phase and he would literally make it. It was the thin socks. So like my big ones, he never did. But the thin socks, he was all about eating them when he was a puppy. Yeah.
Goodness.
And you go out to the yard and you say, oh, gross.
Ew.
Gross. Be out there like, okay, I got to pick this thing up.
No.
So we'll take some calls. 547-KORD. Unusual things you or someone has swallowed. And how about
nail clippers and a knife?
How about a sword swallower? Yeah, there you go. That takes some talent. That takes some skill. All right, talk about that coming up here and take some calls. 547-KORD. You got Rick and Patty.
You're waking up with the Cord Morning Show. Number 1 for New Country. 1027 KORD. No need to wait for AI. Catch us now on Google Home and Alexa devices. Open our app for more info.
My favorite.
Pour me a drink there. Post Malone, Blake Shelton, 737, number 1. Come on, just pour me one. That reminds me a lot of that Alan Jackson, when they have my boat's parked.
Yeah,
my boat's parked over there. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm out of here. Let's see you later. Yeah. Anyway, love that. All right, 737. You got Rick, you got Patty. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. 65 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Breezy for you right now, Tri-Cities, as you get up and get going. It's kind of that weird mixture in terms of weather that we're going through those days now where it's going to be cold in the morning and then hot in the afternoon.
I'm like, I know. Have you turned the heat on yet?
I have not. Have you done it yet at your place?
No. In fact, I just ordered some filters, some HVAC filters for my system.
But it'll be around the corner.
I know.
All right. Most unusual thing you or someone you know has swallowed. Taking your calls, 547-KORD. So far, right now, we've got Jeff with the nickel, my sister with the silver dollar. Patty, you had the big...
I had candy.
Candy.
Well, it got lodged, yeah.
And then I want to say Thomas called in and said his buddy had chicken soup, but real chicken soup, or that's actually made from chicken, got lodged
I can't
in the
imagine.
throat.
Oh, no.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, scary stuff because, the legit chicken bones, that's one thing I don't ever give my dogs the chicken bones because that's just some scary stuff there. So, but taking your calls, 547-KORD, on most unusual thing you or someone else has swallowed. What do you got for us this morning?
Well, I have my lip pierced, so I've swallowed one of my lip rings before.
Oh.
I didn't even know it went down until after it was gone. So, but it was so tiny, it didn't cause any damage. But everything came out okay.
That's good to know. But yes,
A lip ring.
Yeah, and suddenly it's gone.
Yeah.
You don't even know where it went. 547-KORD, strangest thing you've ever swallowed. What do you got?
A friend's daughter just swallowed a quarter.
What?
They went to the emergency room, did the x-ray, found it. Come to find out it was a quarter and not a penny.
Oh, geez.
And it's up on their mantle as a special quarter.
Oh.
The reason why she did it is she told her mom she wanted to be a human piggy bank.
Oh my gosh! See, kids do
human piggy bank?
the strangest, darndest things, don't they?
Don't swallow the watermelon seeds.
Yeah, when I think about my sister accidentally swallowing the silver dollar, part of me thinks she was dared to do it. Don't quote me, but we were kids, we were young kids, so part of me thinks there was a dare in there somewhere. Yeah, I'm surprised there's not some TikTok challenge out there like, hey, who can swallow? Yeah, you know how they do that anyway. Over the weekend, the big hot dog eater guy.
Oh, Joey Chestnut. He beat his own record.
He did. Oh my God.
I saw that.
Yeah, I'd be
86 hot dogs, I think it was.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Chestnut.
That's crazy. Or was it 83?
Yeah,
it was
80. No, it was 83 hot dogs.
83, yes.
In 10 minutes, it was Chestnut Kobayashi Unfinished Beef, aired yesterday on Netflix. 83 hot dogs, and then he beat his own world record. Kobayashi ate 66. So anyway,
that's ridiculous.
I know. How? And it's not just the dogs. It's the bread. It's the bread, and they're dunking it in water, gross, and all that.
I can't.
Anybody watch that? Let us know. App chat us. More of your calls on the way. Weirdest, craziest things you've swallowed. We want to know. Taking more of your calls on the way. You got Rick and Patty.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show. Number 1 for New Country. 1027 KORD.
Saturday nights, number 1 for New Country. It's 1027 KORD. It's 7:49. Your morning commute. You got Rick, you got Patty. Always good to be with you. 65 degrees. A little breezy for you right now.
Can you up the window, please?
You want me?
No, I'm just thinking about if we were on the plane.
That's right.
Rick's in charge of the window.
That's right. Who is in charge of that window? You can chime in on other people's problems. We've still got that posted for you right there on the Facebook page. We're going to catch up with those comments. I already had a bunch of comments on who has the right to open up the airplane window.
Are most of the people saying it's the person sitting next?
I have not checked, but I sure hope they do.
Imagine if I dare somebody to reach over me.
Yeah. That's rude. That's just rude.
I
was always taught as a kid, you don't reach.
Pardon my reach.
Even if you're in a buffet line, you're not reaching across the. If there's two sides of the buffet, you're not stretching all the way across the other side of the buffet. You go around to the other side.
That's right.
So definitely app chat us what you would do in that particular situation. Tiffany wants to know. All right, so we've been talking about this most unusual thing you or someone you know has swallowed, and we've had some unusual calls already this morning, 547 KORD. And what's the craziest thing that you know that someone swallowed? What was it?
I've got quite a few odd friends out there that likes to, unfortunately, swallow things.
What?
I would have to say a friend of mine has swallowed a spoon, like a little baby spoon.
Why?
He called me the next day and said, hey, I've got to go to the hospital. So I took him, and I was in there when they did the x-ray and gave the results. And they said, hey, it's a baby spoon. I didn't question.
Yeah.
I didn't want to know.
Okay. So ER doctors, any ER doctor that wants to call, ER nurse, call us, because there's always crazy things that are inserted in places where they shouldn't be inserted. I'm just saying. So
I know you hear the stories.
Oh, you hear the stories.
Can you imagine, though, being that?
And you're like, these can't be real. These can't be real. And they're like, no, it's real. It's real. What? What is wrong? 547 KORD. Craziest thing that you swallowed. What do you got for us this morning?
Oh, you bet. Especially mosquitoes. And
oh, yeah.
You swallow it and you cannot. You keep coughing and coughing, trying to get rid of it. It's like you can't get it out of your throat. Usually it's like when I'm camping or walking.
Right,
yes.
Yeah, mosquitoes.
Those are terrible.
I always think about bike riders, motorcycle riders and stuff, the bugs coming out of them and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some insects I'm sure they've swallowed. 547 KORD, craziest thing you swallowed. More of your calls on the way. You got Rick and Patty.
Starting your day the right way with the Cord Morning Show, number 1 for New Country, 1027 KORD. Have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto? Make sure you have our app, so when you connect your device, we can go everywhere together.
Fours, number 1 for New Country. It's 1027 KORD. 2 big shows in the Gorge, October 5th and 4th. We're excited because we'll be giving away tickets to Luke Combs very soon. So another great reason to download the KORD mobile app. I know we talk about that app a lot, but it saves you a lot of money.
Doesn't it?
A lot of great deals up there for you.
And you get to win tickets.
So download the KORD mobile app. Lots of great free content. What I love most about our app is it's not a paywall, because the big thing this day and age is, subscription.
I know.
Got to get everything we do.
And there's nothing more when you click on it.
Yeah. Yeah, when I want to read an article, nothing infuriates me. We're like, you can sign up for 48 hours access if you ask a trivia question. I was like, what? I don't know what the capital of Rhode Island is. I don't know what it is. I just want to read the article. You don't have to do that with the KORD mobile app.
You do not.
It doesn't cost you anything. Got a lot of great news up there, free content, all of that for you. And we got you covered. We got the Hall Pass Cash, Tri-Cities News, Hometown Moments, Ticket Counter. It's all up there. Plus, SeizeTheDeal.com.
I was going to say, is Seize the Deal up there? Because we got a deal going on right now.
Absolutely. And, of course, if you want to, you've been asking yourself, Star Cycle. I hear a lot of buzz about Star Cycle. People want to try Star Cycle. Well, guess what?
You can.
With the fitness card, you can, right, Patty?
Yep, you can. And there's also Trinity Hot Yoga in there. You get 3 drop-in visits. And also a week at CrossFit Unrestrained.
All right. So you get to sample all of that for a great low price.
Don't forget about Rock Shop Climbing and 5 personal training visits from Results-Based Coaching.
Normally a $3.99 value. Today for you, $99. That's it. 5 experiences that you can try for a great price, right?
How cool.
It is. Absolutely. SeizeTheDeal.com. The website's got it for you. The app's got it for you. And once it's gone, it's gone. That's right. Once we sell out, it's sold out and it's done.
Don't miss out.
What a great gift. What a great present for somebody else.
I think
somebody in your life. If you don't want to use it, get it for somebody else. And there you go. The 2024 Tri-Cities Fitness Card. Right now, posted for you now on SeizeTheDeal.com.
The Cord Morning Show with Rick and Patty. Back with more next on number 1 for New Country, 1027 KORD. It's easy and quick. Stop by our website or open our app for your chance to head back to school with a $500 Visa gift card. Look for Hall Pass Cash.
Big and Rich, save a horse, ride a cowboy. 822, number 1 for New Country, 1027 KORD. Johnny got the phone, and good morning, Johnny. Just going to shout out to you this morning, buddy, and there's your request for Big and Rich. The cool thing about it is you can still do it the old-fashioned way, 547 KORD if you want to hear something, or app chat. It's a very easy way to do it right there on the station mobile app. All right, we've been discussing this all morning long. Tiffany from Pasco coming back from her Labor Day weekend, and who gets the window?
I know.
Who controls the window in the plane?
She said that the guy that was sitting to the left of her reached over to open the shade, and that the person who was in charge of the window, they started to argue over who's the boss of the window shade. Poor Tiffany sitting in the middle. She said a flight attendant finally came over and ordered, you guys put it, halfway open and halfway closed.
Oh, geez.
Are you kidding? She said that they continue to argue the whole way.
Oh, my God.
Settle it once and for all. Who's boss of the window shade when you're flying? Is it the person closest to the window? Should there be a vote between the 3 seated in the row? Settle this once and for all.
All right, so a lot of people are already chiming in, man. And I, like Patty and I both said, man, if someone was reaching over me during a flight, I'd be like, what are you doing? Coca-Cola says, honestly, I don't know. I'd Google it. She says she doesn't know.
Mary says, something petty to argue about, but the person nearest to the window decides.
I love what Brian says. Window gets control of the shade. Middle gets both armrests. The aisle gets freedom to get up. 8 years of flying for work every week. This is the agreed upon social contract on a plane. Thank you, Brian.
And Daniel says, yeah, if you have the window seat, you're in control of the blind. Period. Yeah, you're in control of the shade.
Jared said the flight attendant apparently laugh out loud. That's right. At the end of the day, the flight attendant was like, you're going to put it the way I want it. How about that?
Whoever paid for the window seat gets the window shade control. That's from Mariah.
Did you do Lori? I'm on a plane right now. On the aisle, I have hopes he shuts the shade. I need some sleep.
Window is the boss. I chose the window seat because I like looking out. But if I want to close it, I'd ask my seatmates if they mind.
Oh, that's nice.
Now, that's very nice. That's from Diana.
That's nice, Diana. Carol says, I don't fly much, but I've never sat by the window, so I'm not sure. A lot of people don't know, actually. You know.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a lot
I
of
don't fly much, but I have never sat by the window, so I'm not sure. That's from Carol.
Carrie says window is in control, basically. Yeah, I've always been under the assumption. I like going back to who's going to get the final say of the day. Brian, who's been flying for 8 years, says window gets control of shade. Middle, you get both armrests. And the aisle gets the freedom to get up and go where you need to go.
Well, that's right. I've never asked anybody, even when I have control of the window.
Yeah.
I put it up or down. I'm in control. If you don't like it, you can move.
And you know what? I
dare you to say anything.
And
to me.
I understand people got to get up to go to the restroom, but man, if I'm not on the aisle, I try to hold it because I just hate being that person.
You have to tell somebody, can you get up?
Well,
let me out?
especially if you're the window. And you got to go 2 aisles over. I always feel bad. I'm like, oh, excuse me, sorry, excuse me.
Yeah,
so to me, it's like go before you go. I mean, or
before we go. Yes,
get on the flight because if you're not in the aisle, you're not going to be able to easily get to the lavatory. So a lot of great comments and a bunch of people saying they actually don't know. I hear you. But for me, I've always felt you're in window.
I would
never reach across somebody.
Yeah, would you go?
Never.
Can you open the window, please?
Never.
I'd like to look out.
Never. I mean, now if someone asks me, if I'm at the window and it's closed and they're next to me, they go, hey, can I look out the window? Oh, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? If you're asking, absolutely.
It depends if I want a nap or not.
But if you're just reaching over, I'm like, that's rude.
Isn't it?
All right, Tiffany, we did our best to solve it for you. A lot of people, 99% say that whoever's at the window is the person, basically.
That's right. I agree.
547 KORD, app chat us what you would do in the situation. We want to know. You got Rick and Patty.
You're listening to Rick and Patty in the morning on number one for New Country, 102.7 KORD.